Quick warning, I'm going to be using some pretty graphic descriptions in this video, so if you're okay with that, stick with me, otherwise you may want to turn this off. So I want to talk about the idea of using a knife in a self-defense situation or carrying a knife. On one hand, I think it can be a great idea. On the other hand, I think it can be a horrible idea. If you're willing to get lots of training and come to terms with the gruesome reality of a knife encounter, it's probably an okay idea. Otherwise, it's absolutely not. So first thing you need to realize is that in a high-stress situation, when you're being attacked, when you're scared, when adrenaline kicks in, when you have tunnel vision, when you lose your fine motor skills, taking out a knife and trying to get it open is going to be very difficult. It's going to take a long time. It's going to be too late. Also, the idea that if someone breaks in your house that you're suddenly going to snap to and run to the kitchen and grab a butcher knife to ward off an attacker, that stuff of movies is not going to work. Don't rely on it ever. The reality is knife encounters happen very close. That means there's going to be lots of up-close cutting and thrusting and stabbing and sticking and ripping and tearing and screaming. And if you're lucky enough to survive the encounter, your opponent's going to be soaked in blood, your surroundings will be soaked in blood, you're going to be soaked in blood, it's going to be in your jewelry, under your fingernails, in your mouth, in your teeth, in your nose, in your eyes, in your ears, in your hair. It's going to be everywhere. And a lot of that blood will probably be yours. Because people that train with knives, they understand one thing, that in a knife encounter, when things get crazy and chaotic, there's always a good chance you could accidentally cut yourself. So when the encounter is over, you're going to have to take off your clothes and look to see where you're cut. And be prepared to look down and see your skin cut open with muscles and bones and ligaments and lots of blood. And while you're freaking out about that, you could be bleeding out somewhere else because you didn't even realize you cut your own leg and your adrenaline hasn't allowed you to feel the pain yet. So you're freaking out here, bleeding out there. That's the gruesome reality of even surviving a knife encounter sometimes. So if you're willing to come to terms with that and willing to undergo lots of training, carrying a knife for self-defense may be for you. Otherwise, it's definitely not.